Hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Katie. Today's video, I have a ton of new products that I picked up recently and have been loving. Some of these products are new on the market. Some of them are old, but they're new to me. But if you want to see how I created this look and what products I am just obsessed with, keep on watching. All right, you guys, new filming setup. Hopefully this will get the best shot of all these products that I'm about to use on my face. Today's video, I'm really excited because I feel like I haven't sat down and reviewed makeup in a while. I've been doing a couple get ready with me's lately, but there's like a good amount of products that I haven't really like fully reviewed for you guys that I have been loving, and I'm really excited to get into them today. So enough chatting. Today's video, I'm gonna keep it, hopefully, I'm gonna try to keep it a little more to the point and just kind of focus on the products. So starting off with my base, you guys know I have shown this before and I have used this before. It's the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, but I actually went back to Sephora a couple days ago and I picked up a darker shade. So this is 6.5, which says medium to tan. I don't know if I have like tan blindness, but I just feel like I'm so pale, and then I buy like lighter shades of makeup and I look like a ghost. So have been loving this shade lately. Sorry, I have like dog hair on my lips. Sophie is starting to shed, like fully shed, and I've never lived with like a shedding dog, so it's a little getting used to. I also have like some brushes to review for you guys. I think that'll be fun to throw in here. I picked up a few BK Beauty brushes during their recent sale, and I cannot get enough of this brush, you guys. It's been on my wish list for so long. It's the Nikki LA Rose N17 dual-sided foundation face brush. She uses it in all of her videos, which like is amazing marketing because it makes me want to buy it so bad, and honestly I'm obsessed with it. I'm sure you guys are probably sick of this foundation by now because you've seen it so much, but it's just something that I always go back to. I picked up the HAUS Labs foundation by Lady Gaga, and I've been wanting to try that one for a long time. And I kind of wish I tried it for you guys, but I returned it before I could. I really liked the formula. I loved the formula. It felt like a great foundation. I just didn't have the right shade. It was a little too orange for me, and her shade range is honestly confusing to me. It's a very large shade range, which is amazing. But some people say it runs like opposite, which is so confusing because like, why would a cool be warm and warm be cool? That doesn't make sense to me. But I went for a neutral shade and it was just like too orange for me, and I just had a realization, like, I love this foundation so much, more than any foundation I've ever tried. So like, why don't I just keep using it? Like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. I feel like as somebody that makes YouTube videos, as like an aspiring content creator, beauty influencer, I like sometimes feel like I need to try everything and like have everything, but I'm also like just a person and I don't really like need 30 different foundations. And I am so happy that I went back to this one. So I returned the HAUS Labs and I just picked up a darker shade in the Armani, and I'm so happy with it. Just blends like butter. It's like second skin. Doesn't feel cakey at all, honestly. Barely even feels like anything's there. It's great coverage. So I had like this very dark spot and a couple of blemishes on the side of my face, and I just feel like it covers it up so well. Like, it's almost like a blurring formula. I feel like gives my face like a blurred effect. I love the application of this brush, or rather like how it applies, because it allows me to like press the product in very easily with like an even distribution. A lot of makeup brushes that I've used tend to like soak up a lot of product, so not only is this like saving you product, It dispenses just the right amount, and it's like so easy to tap in, and that like tapping motion, that's gonna get you like the best application. So honestly, like this duo has been my holy grail lately. And I'll show you guys the other side of this brush later. We'll use it for blush. Our base is on. I am loving it. What do you guys think? I think it's a pretty good shade match. I feel like every time I put my foundation on, my under eyes just like pop and they look even more dark, and then it's like so satisfying to cover them up. Next, really quickly, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. So I've been using this REFY brow tint. This is in the shade Espresso, and the applicator looks like this. It's just like a little spoolie. This is the perfect color for me. It's just like a super dark brownish black. Just got my eyebrows done, thank God. They were so overgrown, you guys, in my lip. Like every time I did my makeup, I just had like a dark shadow over my lip. If you know, you know. It's so annoying. So this is a new product. I don't think I've shown you guys yet. Not like new as it just came out. I mean, it's just like new for me. And I really like it. The reason I bought it was to just have something to darken my brows when I get makeup over them, because I know you could just like take a Q-tip and like wipe off any makeup, but this kind of kills two birds with one stone, because obviously I need to like brush out my brows. So yeah, this brushes them, tints them, keeps them in place, and it's just like a really easy product to use. So I have been loving this. I've been debating getting like a little eyebrow pencil or something to fill in, just because I've noticed like this tail is a little shorter than this one. They're obviously like brand new right now because I just got them done, but I don't know. I just feel like there's little spots that might be nice to fill in. Next, we're gonna go in with some concealer for our blemishes. Just a quick update on my skin. I've had this dark spot now for almost like 2 months, and it's driving me crazy. I have never had a dark spot like this, and it started out almost like a cyst. Like it was like a hard texture underneath my skin, and then it just got dark, like there was like blood underneath the surface. And then obviously I was like picking at it, which probably delayed the healing process. What can I say? It's getting a little better now, but extremely annoying, if I do say so myself. So I'm taking the Hourglass concealer. I'm sure you guys are sick of this as well. Nothing new. A little new for me because I bought this like a year ago in a shade just like way too dark for me, so I never used it until now. I am tan and it's perfect. So as we let that dry, I'm going to take, sorry if I'm talking really slow, apologies to my future self editing this if so. I'm trying to be better at like speaking. I feel like I stumble my words so much when I film, and it's so frustrating. So I'm just trying, that's why I said in this video, I'm gonna try not to yap as much and try to just focus on the products, because I am really trying to just like be better at filming and all the things. So sorry if I'm talking slow. I'm just trying to not stutter and like actually process my words. We're gonna go in with a under eye color corrector. This is the Caliray Hideaway Under Eye Brightening Color Corrector Concealer. I think that's what it's called. This brand, you've probably like seen or heard of it, but you don't really know how or why. It's always on the end cap in Sephora as like new and upcoming makeup or something. They don't have a lot of products in Sephora, so traditionally it's not really like a brand I would usually try. Like I feel like I always like lean towards the more like mainstream brands, but I am so glad that I tried this one. I am in the shade, what is this? Tell me, I don't think it tells me on the thing. I want to say it's like light to medium cool undertones. I will have everything linked below along with the shades, so you can check down there. I absolutely love the formula. It's like very lightweight and creamy and hydrating, and it does a good job at color correcting and brightening. I will say though, if you guys have ever used the Charlotte Tilbury color correcting concealer, it comes in a tiny little pot. That's the best one I've ever used. Obviously it's more full coverage, more than this, but I like how this one is lightweight. I like how it applies. I like that it's brightening. You know, I feel like if I'm going for a more natural, everyday look, I just reach for this one. But the other day I was going out, I was going for a full coverage look, and I grabbed the Charlotte Tilbury one, and I was looking snatched. Give you guys like a close up. Doesn't crease at all, and I definitely have an issue with creasing and like creping. It's the worst. So I'm loving that. Now let's go back to our concealer that I let sit. I always like to let it sit for a little bit and just get tacky. Also, going in with the Nikki LA Rose BK Beauty Brush N16. This has been like my new favorite concealer brush. It's just so like feathery and soft, and it just, I don't know, it's like the perfect concealer brush for under your eye, for spot concealing. I just love it. So I don't know if like it's a little too light or if I got the color corrector mixed with the concealer. Doesn't it look like a little brighter now around it? I'm gonna go back in just with a little tiny bit of foundation. Take this on the back of my N17 brush and then just like go back in. Oh, just kidding. Absolutely not. So that actually did nothing, but that's okay. We're gonna move on. Next, we're going to do blush. I have been loving blush before bronzer. I feel like it gives a very like flawless finish. This is new. I don't think I've tried this for you guys yet. I think I have, but in a different shade. This is the HAUS Labs blush stick in the shade Glassy Pomelo. Glassy Pomelo. It's just like this gorgeous peachy coral pink, which normally is like not a color that I would pick up or go for, but it looked so gorgeous on the website and swatching it, and I'm so glad I got it. I'm so freaking glad. I've also been applying it with a brush first, like tapping the brush on to the product instead of just like taking it to my face. I feel like not only is it like damage control, you can control the product more, but it's just like easier, safer. The formula of these blushes are incredible. They're so buttery, they don't lift up the product underneath. They blend out so nice. They're very long lasting. I just keep going back to them. Can't say enough good things about them. Look how pretty that color is. Like, oh my gosh. So good. So good. So good. Now that I have it in like the main center that I want them, I'm just gonna go around the edges and kind of like buff it out. Also, doing blush before concealer sometimes is nice because when you put the concealer over it, that'll also buff out any harsh edges. But just kind of getting like the base down on the high points of your cheek. I used to always like smile and then do my blush, and now I just do it on the high points of the cheek. I feel like it gives like a more uplifting effect when your face is resting, you know? I feel like it's okay to overdo it with blush because blush is always the first thing to go, you know? I feel like at the end of my makeup, I'm always going in with more blush. Do a little bit on my nose. I love this color. God, it's so perfect. There's a dog barking. I'm hoping you can't hear. Next, we're gonna go in with bronzer. Old product, new shade. This is the Rare Beauty bronzing stick in the shade Happy Soul. This is a darker shade. I think the first one I had was Power Boost. which might be the lightest shade, and it literally disappears when I put it on my face. So I decided to go back and get a different shade because I love this formula. I forgot how much I loved it. It's so buttery, got a little bit of cool tone to it, and yeah, just loving this. I'm gonna do this basically where I bronze. I've been using the Fenty contour stick for my nose, but honestly, I'm just gonna keep it bronze. And then we're gonna take the same Makeup by Mario F4 brush. God, this has to be like my most used brush by now, I feel like. Just blend all this in. You guys, not to like point out my insecurities, but I have been looking at Invisalign treatment because my bottom teeth, as I'm sure you've noticed, are like very crooked. I did have braces. I did ruin that. I lost my retainer in college, never got it replaced. Rookie mistake, my one regret in life. Literally, if I could go back, I would replace that retainer because now I am left with the cost to fix my teeth on my own, and it's not cheap. It is not cheap, and unfortunately, I do not have the confidence or self-esteem to wear braces at my age. I really want Invisalign, but it's so expensive, you guys. Like, especially in Miami, everything is expensive, which is kind of annoying because I'm like, I'm just a girl, you know? And I wish I could just like get my treatment back home. I've been reaching out to dentists, getting quotes, and they're like $5,000 to $8,000. $8,000 is like the high range. I haven't been quoted that yet, but some people say it can like go up to that. I've mainly been quoting like around 5,000 to like 6,000, and that's just not in the budget. That is not in the budget. No thanks. No thanks on that. And I feel like this is the first aesthetic treatment that I'll be doing for myself. Like, I've never gotten Botox or fillers or anything like that, and I just don't think I'm in the stage in my life where I like want or need any of that. But my teeth, like, obviously your smile is a big thing. One thing that I have noticed about myself, especially ever since I started filming, watching myself talk in certain lighting, there's like a shadow over my tooth that's like receding behind my canine and like center incisor, and I hate it so much. And I just like made the decision, like, you know what, I deserve this. It's an investment in myself, and that's that. But it's so expensive, and I don't know why I just shared that. Sorry for the app. That's the product. Blended in, flawless, no notes, absolutely stunning. All right, now we're gonna go in with under eye concealer. Again, old product, new shade. This is the REFY Serum Concealer. This is in the shade 7. Previously, I had the shade 6, Obsessed, just a little too light for me. Since this is a serum concealer, you do want to shake it. And this is just like amazing. I think it's got a little cool tone to it, and it's perfect. Before I apply this, I'm just gonna take this N16 brush and make sure there's no creasing or anything going on, and then we can go in with the concealer. I've never done this before. I'm gonna add some just to the side of my nose, just so I can get that like reverse contour my nose, basically. I want to actually use a different brush. This is the N14 brush by Nikki A. Rose and BK Beauty. This is more of like a precision powder brush, at least that's what I've been using it for, but you can also use it to blend in concealer. I like that this concealer is lightweight, love the way it blends. I haven't really noticed any creasing. It's just something about the formula. It's really nice and hydrating, like it's not too thick. Go back in with the blush and just kind of buff that out. But you see how like the blush before the bronzer kind of just, I don't know, for me, I think it gives a way more flawless finish than when I do bronzer first. So try that out if you guys usually do bronzer first. All right, now we're gonna go in and set our under eyes. This is the Makeup by Mario translucent setting powder in the shade Fair Pink. This is literally my favorite setting powder. I have not touched anything else in like over a month because it's so good. And yeah, I'm obsessed with it. I think I already showed you guys this in a previous video, so nothing new, but oh gosh, I really need to wash this. This is my favorite, what do you call this? Powder puff. Powder puff, and it's dual-sided, so just like pull the little elastic thing over, and you have the sponge side, and it's such a good sponge. It's like so soft, and oh my gosh, I love it. Sometimes I use it just to like kind of like press in my concealer under my eye. Take this powder, tap this in, and then I always tap it on the back of my hand just to get any excess off. And then we can go in. I always start in the corner right here. That way, if there is like a little too much product on the sponge, I kind of get it off in an area that won't crease. So I kind of start like right here, and then I will go in and just like really, really press it in. So there you have one side, and let's do the other. Right, and there you have it, a flawless under eye. I'm obsessed. I'll give you guys more of like a close-up. Obviously, I feel like I have to note this, but I'm human. Shocker. So I do have creases under my eyes. Like a little bit of creasing is inevitable. Like nobody's perfect, but no like creping, no major creasing. It's all good for me. Okay, now we are going to go in with some blush, some powder blush, just to set the cream blush. And I like to use a baked blush. They're a lot more forgiving than traditional blushes. They're a lot more sheer, a lot more buildable. This one I have been loving, by Saie. I picked this up in my Amazon Prime Day haul, and I love it. This is in the shade Bella. It's a super bright baby pink, but it doesn't go on like this. This is just a swatch on my finger, but you will see once I put it on my cheeks, it gives the most like perfect little brightening effect. Love layering this blush. It just almost acts as like a little highlight too. It's got tiny bit of shimmer, like glow to it, nothing glittery or metallic, just a little bit of shimmer. I'm gonna take the back of this N17 brush, the powder side, tap this in, and then I'll just go to the highest point of my cheeks. And as you can see, it just adds that perfect little pop of color, kind of like brings life back into my face, into the cheeks. And obviously sets the blush too, so it lasts longer. So there you have it, the blush. And now we'll set the bronzer. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer in the shade 2, medium. And this bronzer is so big. Like, this is huge. This is a pricey product, but you get so much, and I absolutely love this. I'm going to take this M201 brush by Morphe and just lightly tap it into product, go over anywhere that I put that bronzer. And I'm going so light-handed with this brush because it is a pigmented product, and this brush is like so feathery. Right, you guys, I think that we have our base down. I'm very happy with it. Now we have a new product incoming. This is the Milk Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. I just picked this up a couple weekends ago. I am literally obsessed with it. I just had to shake it up because it does separate. Oh my gosh, so many good things to say about this. So this is a setting spray, but it's also designed to be used like midway in between your makeup. So to bring some like hydration back into the makeup, the face. I feel like sometimes if you use a lot of like matte products, sometimes you need like you need to bring the glow back. One of my favorite things about this is the mister. I have such an issue with setting spray misters, like the Charlotte Tilbury one. I hate the mister. It doesn't apply evenly. It's like too concentrated. They win. Like, they win. They did this perfectly. I'm gonna show you guys. Feels amazing. I've been using this halfway, like after I finish my base and then after I finish my makeup. I always like to conceal my eyelids because they are very veiny. I like to just conceal them to give like a good base for my eyeshadow and just kind of like brighten my eyes. So just taking this M134 brush by Morphe, very dirty, but great concealer brush. And then I'm taking the MAC Paint Pot in the shade Painterly. This is like such a good eyeshadow base, like super full coverage. It'll cover up like any veins or anything that you have on your eyelids. The difference is crazy, actually. Alright, let's go ahead and do the other eye. We are going to go in with a little bit of eyeshadow. I'm gonna take the Patrick Ta eyeshadow palette. This is nothing new. I've had this, I think I got it for Christmas last year. I just don't use this enough. I always forget about it. And I've used this Morphe palette in literally the last like 10 video guys. I'm sure you're sick of it. We're only gonna take a couple shades from this. I have been loving so much. New brush. This is the N13 by Nikki Ellie Rose from BK Beauty. Such a good crease blending overall brush, honestly. I'm going to take this middle kind of like warm shade. It's kind of like the middle warmer shade. I'm gonna start with like very light circular motions. Then I'll start blending it into the crease. All right, so now for the center shade, I'm just gonna take the next shade down. So the shade, we're gonna take the A501 brush. This is the Angie Hot and Flashy collection from BK Beauty. It's just like a flat basic brush. So do this kind of like in the center, and then we'll go in with a light shade for the inner corner. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with This is the A502 Angie Hot and Flashy. And this is a kind of like a crease brush, but I'm just gonna use it for my inner corner. I'm gonna take the white shade and put this just in the inner corner. I love this. I love when it goes into smoke. Before I forget, actually, let's do under our lash line. So this is the N11 brush. It's a small angled brush, perfect for underneath the lash line. The brush is just like super soft and like densely packed. So it just applies so well and blends out so well. So this is like my new favorite makeup technique, or just like addition to my makeup. I love adding a little contour, I guess, underneath my lash line. It makes my eyes just pop. I feel like I've transitioned from like the white waterline to now this. This technique makes your eyes pop in a different way. It's more subtle. Just makes your eyes a little more open. I love the white waterline. I know some people hate it. Some people are so over it. I've always liked it, but I don't know, the last time I did it, I was like, it's a little too much. I feel like for a more natural look, this is the way to go. Also, I didn't show you, but I used this dark, kind of like cool brown right here. We're almost done with the eyes. I just want to add a little bit of eyeliner, just like a little wing. This artist pencil is one of my favorite products that I've picked up recently. This is in the shade 608 Limitless Brown. It's the Makeup Forever artist pencil. It's the perfect brown. Obsessed with using this as a lip liner. I just want to add like a tiny little wing. Just add a little extra. I feel like it looks so good once my mascara is on. It's okay if you're a little messy. We always can clean it up. I do regardless. Q-tip. These are the angled ones from Ulta Beauty. I love these, especially for lip liner and eyeliner. They're so good. We're gonna go in with mascara. I have a new product to show you guys. L'Oreal Panorama Mascara. I love this. I know it's kind of like an older product, so it's nothing crazy new, but I have used the telescopic mascara like my whole life. I wanted to switch it up. Lashes are curled. Let's go in. This is what the wand looks like. Amazing. I love the applicator. I love the formula. It's not too drying, but it's not like too wet. Love just like this cone shape. I feel like it separates the lashes really well. Like I said, I love the telescopic, but sometimes I just want like a little more volume. Let's do the bottom. Here's a close up. Alright guys, we are almost done and we're just gonna do lips, which is obviously the best part for some. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liner in Deep Taupe. The swatch, hopefully it looks good. I actually love that color with our look today. I'm going to take the brush out of one of these other Makeup by Mario lip liners and just kind of like blend it in a little bit. So I plan on using this Laneige Glaze Craze lip gloss. This was a new product. I don't think I've shown you guys yet. I mean, you've probably seen it before, if you have been following any makeup or beauty trends, but I am so in love with this. It smells better than any lip product I've ever tried. This is in the shade Strawberry Sprinkles. Also, cutest packaging. I got this again during the Amazon Prime Day sale, so it was, I think, around like 17. They usually go for like 22, I want to say, which is so much for lip gloss. You definitely don't need it, but I've been wanting to try it. Oh, it's dangerously aromatic because I would consume this. Luckily, I, you know, have a conscience to stop me, but it is so divine. It is like cotton candy deliciousness. This is the applicator. I think it's like the coolest part. We've never really seen anything like this. It's like a jelly donut. So it's like very squishy. I'm just gonna do a little bit because sometimes with these baby pink shades, they can be a little like overpowering for my color palette and undertones. I'm just gonna do like a little bit in the center. Just kind of brighten it up because it does got some pigment. I actually picked this up in the cinnamon shade and I didn't like it. I ended up returning it. It wasn't my favorite smell and it was just a little too mauve for me. All right, does that look good? I love this. I feel like this look is giving like Victoria's Secret Angel. That completes the look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had so much fun. This is like my go-to look lately. I've been loving it. This eyeshadow look and everything. I feel like it's giving Victoria's Secret Angel. Hopefully you guys got some inspiration from some of these products that maybe you have seen before or maybe you haven't. Hopefully trying them out for you gave a little inspiration and help. The brushes I just have to call out because I really feel like they hold a major responsibility in how today's look came out and the execution of it. I just feel like it wouldn't be as flawless as it is without them. So 10 out of 10, love those brushes. I did get them on sale. They're a little pricier. You know, we do have Black Friday coming up, which is crazy, in a few months. So if you want to wait until the next sale to grab them, you know I'm gonna advocate for a good sale. Just got my nails done yesterday, or the other day, not yesterday at all. I'm trying to like squeeze out every last summer look before it ends. We are already going into fall. I'm getting Halloween and fall inspo all over my For You page right now, which I'm not mad about. I love a good season and I love this time of year, but I am also trying to milk every last bit of summer that we have left. And living here in Miami, it is 90 degrees for the next 2 months, 3 months probably. So feels like a summer here. Today's look is definitely in that category. Let me know if you guys have tried any of these products, and if so, which ones are your favorite. Also, I would love some recommendations. If you guys have some makeup recommendations or products that you want me to try for you, please let me know. I would be more than happy to pick them up and try them on camera for you. Please let me know what you want to see next. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Love you.